Hi, my name is Tisha, and this is Team 5's submission to the Microsoft Azure Hackathon, our idea, polytalk, where we are digitalizing HR, one form at a time. So first, our introduction. Polytalk is a HR digitalization solution for firms in traditional industries such as construction and shipping. Together with our partners, we hope to change the face of communication and HR, ushering in a new age of efficiency. So what is the problem in terms of the HR processes for these industries? Firstly, an over-reliance on paper. This leads to huge inefficiencies, especially when it comes to data entry or analysis. Secondly, unreliable attendance tracking. Methods such as punch cards and facial scanners, which are currently being used, are either too inefficient or too expensive. And lastly are the language barriers. With firms having employees from all over the world, communication has become a considerable issue. Just to visualize the scale of the language barriers, in a single firm in Singapore, there can be up to 7 different languages being spoken at the same work site. In order to better understand the problem, we interviewed 60 traditional companies, of which 90% told us that they're still using manual HR processes and would like to make the switch to more digital processes. 92% said that they faced issues with the current manual processes. And through our interviews, we identified 3 main pain points: converting paper forms to Excel, inefficient communication, and inaccurate attendance tracking. And with that, we come to our application. So what is polytalk? Polytalk allows our customers to have seamless document digitization, where they can scan their documents and automatically turn them into a canonical format. Secondly, we allow for real-time personalized communication, which eliminates communication errors due to language barriers with real-time translation. And lastly, we have computer vision powered tracking, where we utilize the employees' phone cameras and computer vision to track attendance. Alright, coming to the walkthrough. So first up, we have the solution architecture. Firstly, the user will log in through an easy-to-use interface, which will be authenticated using the Azure Active Directory. We have built the front end using React.js and the back end using Node.js. However, we are leveraging on some critical Azure technology, which has made our app a reality. We'll be hosting the application on the Azure App Service, calling APIs from Azure Computer Vision for the OCR and facial recognition, and Azure AI and ML for the voice and speech translation. We'll be also using Azure Data Factory to aid in our ETL processes and also in the future to allow our customers to leverage on data analytics. For our database, we'll be using the NoSQL database, Azure Cosmos DB, which will allow for minimal latency. Now we'll be going through a quick demo of our application. So users will log in through an easy-to-use interface, which is authenticated using Azure's single sign-on. So first up, we have a single page to allow the management of employee records. While many HR applications will have something similar to this, what makes polytalk special is that these records can be created through OCR instead of manual data entry, thus minimizing data entry errors. So for example, to add a new employee, the manager can upload a document or an image which will be converted into a new employee record automatically. Next, we have our multi-language walkie-talkie, which allow workers and managers to easily translate their instructions into the preferred language of employees. Here's a demo.
Please unload the scrap metal from the truck.
请从卡车上卸下废金属。
In addition to the walkie-talkie, we have also implemented a chat function, leveraging on WebSockets to facilitate streamlined communication. So for example, the user on the left, Namira, is creating a chat with the user login on the right. Note that beyond chats, users can also create chat rooms to disseminate instructions to multiple employees. So, Namira sends a message, "Hi there," which is sent to login. In addition to the basic chat functionalities, we also have an inbuilt translation function, so that employees can use a single application to send, receive, and translate chats. We also allow the sending of translated voice chats. So for example, we just started recording an audio note, and upon stopping it, we can send the audio note which will be translated for the other person. Now our next feature is a clock in and clock out system, which will allow managers to easily track the last seen location and timing of employees. Employees will simply upload images of some key landmarks and themselves, which will process using Azure's computer vision API and a trained model to allow easier tracking of employees at the work sites. And with that, we've come to the end of our demo. This is the team that has made polytalk a reality. And with that, we've come to the end of our presentation. Thank you so much